Richard Davey, a member of the British Korean War Veterans Association. I served in Korea in 1953, and I initially was posted, I went out on a fast ship which only took 4 weeks. And when I arrived, the 1st US Division, Infantry Division, was playing the band as we arrived in Busan. I posted up to headquarters of the Royal Artillery. After a few weeks there, I was attached to the 1st Field Artillery Observation Battalion, United States Army, where I was sending map references of the Chinese guns back to headquarters. And we had 6-figure map references, or possibly 8-figure occasionally, so that they could be fired upon as counter-bombardment. Questions?
Well, so what do you think is the British participation, the significance of the British participation?
It was more or less in a direct line between Pyongyang and Seoul, where the division was at the time I was there, and we had the last biggest battle was at the Hook. In fact, that's been said to be the last battle of with any 2 great armies facing each other that the world will ever see. The last battle at the Hook, the 3rd battle.
When was that?
That would be around about June time, 1953. After the truce was signed, I went back to HQRA for a while, and then I was sent to a unit where we did all the paperwork for the prisoners of war as they were released.
Oh, can you explain that? No one has ever told me about the POW process.
No, well, that was just our little unit, basically because we were drawn in from several places into HQ. I think they were wondering what to do with us, so they sent us down to this. It was a Canadian hospital unit, and all the British POWs who came through, we took down details of them, who they were, the army number, messages for them to send home, which we wrote down. These were coded messages, because the only long-distance radio in those days was Morse code. So it was turned into the coded message, which could be recoded, retranslated when they got hit back to this country.
And what did you do in the process?
Well, I was taking down the names and the addresses and everything for them on all the paperwork.
Have you been back to Korea?
Yes, went back in 2001, and it's amazing the difference.
Explain a little bit.
Well, everything is so modern, and things so industrious and so going ahead with everything. My grandson went over on the UN Peace Camp last year, and as a result he is very keen to go again, and he's just want to start a course at university in Seoul in March this year.
That's good. What do you think of the Korean people?
Oh, they're lovely. They're so hospitable.
Well, we're very grateful, that's why. I'm grateful for your service, grateful to the country and all the other United Nations service that fought. And again, hopefully there will be peace on the peninsula.
Yeah.